On Wednesday evening, 10 police cars pulled up blaring outside of my neighbor's house. They immediately pulled out their weapons, pointed them at the front door, and began a yelling and screaming match to get whomever was inside to come outside immediately. Eventually, a white middle-aged woman walked outside with her hands up, made her way out to the car, was read her rights, arrested, and interrogated, and then was put into the police car. And they drove away, and this all happened within an hour's time. That very same evening, I discovered that one of my neighbors is a sex offender, a person who spent time in prison for having sex with a minor and ultimately was released. She also was a white woman. Yet, on Monday in America, we saw the execution of George Floyd, which perpetuated something that has been an ongoing battle, an ongoing systemic and never-ending cycle of racism and violence against Black people in our country. Not only the mass incarceration, but the mass execution of millions of lives since the inception of our nation. I share this with you because we as a church and me as a person am committed to the call to fight racism, to take steps, to not just post about it, but to be educated and then to speak out, to protest, to call local officials, to advocate for the arrest of those who perpetuated this crime, to be people who call it what it is, and to see the difference, to see that Black people in our country often don't get the chance for rehabilitation for their crime or for something as simple as a forged $20 purchase. But rather, on the flip side, white people have a disproportionate chance at things being different, let alone just in general have privilege and advantage that puts them above the things that damn and often cause the conditions that lead to brokenness in the Black and brown communities that exist in our country. As the 300 million white people in our country, we have a responsibility to step up and to speak out and to do our part to change the system, to change the brokenness, that it may not be what it is anymore. So as a church, we're going to commit to learning, to being educated, to growing, and to fighting racism. So please, wherever you are, use your white advantage to step up and to call things as they are. As the prophet Isaiah said, to not call what is evil good, but instead to speak truth to power, to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God. Step up, be the church, that the whole body of Christ experiences freedom, that the whole body of Christ gets to experience life to the full here on earth in the body, as well as in heaven.